Alright, I have time to do a quick video on the latest release. I know I've missed a lot of content. I took up a different job with the same company, super busy. Don't have a lot of time to play, to be honest with you, much less make a video. But also, a little bit unmotivated since I got banned from so many different places because people don't like to hear the truth. Or, I guess I'm supposed to consider the other opinion when the opinion is crap, but I guess it's a company that runs their forums like shit because they have a bunch of people with no spine. But basically this past week was the Golden Gift Box release, Timeless Guardian stuff. We have basically a set of rares and a set of ultra rares. Let's see here. I think the miscs and the weapons were the rare items, and then the ultra rare items were the shield and the armor. So you have basically the fire and light versions of these things. Basically, the weapons have a built-in spell. I think they can They don't toggle between MRMs. They're just magic weapons. They basically do the same thing as this spell here, the Chrono Phoenix. So basically you cast it, and then you get player, pet, and guest celerity. However, they come with a 1-turn cooldown, whereas this spell doesn't. This spell is an overcharged spell. I think it's extremely underrated. I like the spell, even though it's overcharged, better than the weapon. I could see the weapons being justified as ultra rares, but it's kind of cool that they're rares. The miscs are these guys here. Go back to purchasing. And basically these do give the player regeneration status after spell casts. I'm not a huge fan of regeneration status. It's difficult to boost it. The only way to really boost it is through heal resistance, pretty much. Let's go to ultra rare. You can other like direct heals, you can boost those a little bit better. And then over here we have the shields. I don't think the shields are worth an ultra rare. I did grab the fire one. I feel like the light one is basically a very near carbon copy of Mana Crystal Defender, which is a gold shield. I don't see any reason why these should be ultra rare, much less having an elemental clone of something that's gold. I think there's some other band-aids with these, like you have to have a certain amount of SP at the end of the turn for it to work, or something along those lines. Some other kind of nonsense with them. You could actually skip out on getting these. They're not worth ultra rares, in my opinion. And there's not even a full set bonus that would even justify it. So I would recommend skipping those. It just does barriers after spellcast, and it's not like some massive barrier or anything. And then you have these spellcaster lean armors. One's a light version, one's a fire version. I think that spellcaster leans can be used in a variety of builds, but I really think a Lucky Beast Mage build using spellcaster lean armors is where you're utilizing your pets and guests to heal back resources, especially MP, is a extremely very, very well and very good playstyle. I'll just show off the fire one. I did pick up everything except the light shield, but I'll go ahead. Let's see. I think I already removed the fire shield. I just didn't think it was the greatest thing in the world here. Go ahead and do this. I'll go ahead and show off the weapon. So the armor is basically a female look. There's people that don't mind that. I personally don't like it too much, but I don't care enough to not use it. I have Nightmare Queen's armor. I don't know why they're going so heavy with Spellcaster Lean with the female armors. We had the Fall Dryad armor. I think there's the Thunder Bride. There's a female version of Thunder Groom. So I don't know why they're using female armor so much with Spellcaster Leans. I don't know if there's somebody that wants to dress up in a dress at home while they're writing stories for the game, or if they're like dressing up in a dress when they do the art or something. Or maybe they're in a dress when they're banning people. I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. Not bad art at the end of the day. But here is the celerity. Nothing too special there, but as you can see, pet, guest, and yourself, and then you can't do it again. There's a cooldown, but you can come back and do the Chrono Phoenix spell, and then you get basically 2 times there. And then again, if you have Optico out and the player goes twice, it basically doubles up Opticos. You basically took 2 turns at negative 8.5 BTH, so then you double up on the first turn on the pet Lucky Strikes. The armor itself basically has the second skill. Basically, you have options. You basically do an extra hit of the element of the armor, so fire in this case, or light in the other case, to the MP bar, and then you have a toggle. You can just do an extra hit for 118 SP to the SP bar, or you can actually do both. I don't really like the extra hit idea. They are wearing it out. I don't know who came up with the idea, why it's so popular. I don't know who likes it. I think it's, if I'm spending, like, these are 30% melee values, I think. If I'm going to have 30% melee value that I could do something with, it's not going to be that. But some people may like it. At least it's not like harm, and it's the element, so you can actually use maybe elemental vulnerability, or you can alter the the monster's elements. Like, for example, you have the Glacial Short Staff that just got revamped, and it can increase fire resistance to 200%. So, like, this would actually hit those 2 resource bars at 200%. And then also the dev ticket, the let's see what it was called, something Reaper of the Sunless Winter. It's darkness, and it increases the light element. So both of those items that are recent items actually go pretty well with this set of stuff, and so that's something to think about. And then the misc, let's just go ahead and throw the misc here. And then you have the spell. It gets Ellie comp to damage, plus it gets Ellie comp on the effect, which is a heal poison. It's renamed. It's 3 hits, and then if you get your MP bar and your SP bar down, you start, instead of, because there's no bar there to take down, you start giving yourself regeneration, hit point regeneration. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to get hit point regeneration through the misc here, and then I'm going to try to knock down the MP and SP bars here and try to give it to myself again. And what you're going to find is the combined hit point regeneration is actually not bad. You'll start healing pretty good amount of hit points. Plus you have your heal poison here, so the combination's pretty good. The armor itself has Salvation Badge, as you see on the bottom, 2.5% heal resistance. So let's see, we had 5.35 for 3 rounds, so it emulates heal poison. I'll do it again. Let's see, my regeneration is up to 0.55. So I'm basically getting regeneration and the heal poison is going to keep my hit point bar. The misc is plus 50 endurance and intelligence, so it's basically a mage misc. So as you can see, we're now up to a 10 power for 3 round heal poison, plus over here we're up to a 0.87 power regeneration. So each time you cast this, it just gets better and better. Now, it does make it more difficult to heal back your MP because you're not using optical for the lucky strikes here. But you could do something else. Maybe you could do mosquitoes with shattered visage. We'll see how this works out. I'm not in the best of defenses here, so let's see. Okay. So let's see what happens here. So we had about, what is that, 400 MP. Let's try here. Now again, the tombs, the Reaper of the Sunless Winter and the Glacial Short Staff work pretty well. I don't have the Glacial Short Staff with me, but you can, because this skill right here will work with all spells. So you can, if you wanted to, you can just see if you can freeze the monster. And then in this case, if you had the light version of this, its light element would be 200%. So it would hit pretty well on both of those. One of the reasons why I have Golem's Assault on me, because it will scale there. Let me just grab that staff real quick and then we'll call it a video here. Alright. Oh, let me do one more thing. Where is it at? There we go. I had forgot. This will be a perfect monster for it. So I had forgot. So what we have here is the Dragonhead Archon, actually. So let's see here. So now I'm going to combine the healing with this weapon here. So you get a stack here. So now already I'm at a 1 power regeneration. Now I'm at 1.2. So I should get some pretty good healing here. I'm getting blown up because I'm weak to ice here, but I'm just demonstrating here. 753 regen. Did you see that? So when you bring in that weapon, then you throw in the so I'll go from 806. Let's see what I get now. Now I'm up to 1861, so I was about 1,000. Plus we'll do the heal from the poison. So as you can see, I'm over a 1k hit point heals super quick. Just died. And then you also have, at the end of the day, which is what I was gonna do, I was going to actually use the Glacial Short Staff. And then you can increase the fire resistance to hit these bars harder, and you can get to your regen a little quicker. But that's it for this video. I think the Armor's pretty good. I think the MISC is not too shabby, but not the greatest. I think the weapon is maybe S tier, if not maybe just below it. Armor's probably like maybe S tier, if not just below it. But I do think with some certain combinations, these things kind of come alive. And if you're using on a Lucky Beast Mage your pen and guess combos to maintain, basically maintain your resources, then I think the armor's pretty potent if you don't mind walking around in a dress like probably people that are busy banning me. But that's it for this video.